Good morning, everybody. Today we'll discuss about proportion, and you know already about ratio because the same kind of quantity when you want to compare, then only we are using ratio. The ratio is denoted by is to by this symbol. Now, when you will get two equal ratio. When you will get two equal ratio, then you can say that for two equal ratio we will get four quantities or four terms, and that four terms will be present in proportion if the two ratios are equal. For example, I am taking here 1:2, and another one I am taking here 4:8. See, they are equal. They are equal. You try to simplify it, you will get it, they are equal. That means we can write these two ratio are in proportion and they are equal. And they are equal. Next, you will try to explain here. Here A, B, C, D, this is four terms, and A, B, C, these quantities are called terms of the proportion. The first and fourth term are called extreme terms. Second and third term are called middle terms. Okay, and one more way is there, we can identify that given quantities are in proportion or not. You can see here that this formula. Product of extreme term equals to product of middle term. For example, 1:4 and another one I am taking here 2:8. They are same and they are in proportion. How to identify? Just we have to product their extreme terms. That means extreme term 1 and 8. 1 into 8 is 8, and product of middle term 4 and 8. 4 into 2 also 8. See, so we can identify the given quantities are in proportion or not by this rule also. Product of extreme terms equals to product of middle terms. This was all about the proportion. Now next one is continued proportion. You can see over there, continued proportion, the three quantities are said to be continued proportion if the ratio between the first and second is equal to the ratio between second and third. For example, or for better understanding, you can write down, suppose A, B, C, D, E, F and so on, they are in continued proportion. That means you can write here A by B equals to B by C equals to C by D and so on, if they are in continued proportion. And for this continued proportion we will get one more word, that is mean. Very important here. Mean, you can see A, B, C are in continued proportion, then B is called mean proportion. Of A and C, and mean equals to under root A into B. Mean equals to under root A into C, because B is the mean of A and C. That's why B equals to under root A into C. So this is all about continued proportion and simple proportion. In this video, this much only. Thank you. God bless you. Take care.